So West Indies heartbreaking loss against South Africa has really shaken me. I'm like I expect so much from this team, and now this is a third time in a row we have had a setback from our favorite Windies team. First, they did not reach the semi-finals of the World Cup, which was at their home. Then they go through a whitewash against England. They always have their moments, but we never get to see enough wins on the scorecard. And now the heartbreaking loss in a Test series at home. And guys, this is not just one series that West Indies have lost to South Africa. You will be surprised. West Indies have never beaten South Africa in a Test series. They have lost
Oh,
all
this
10 Test series against them. Six at home.
yeah. I mean, I heard that stat that they have lost
Uh,
10. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
you're echoing, but now you're audible, Shikhar. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, last 10 test series, I heard that stat and I'm shocked. And and this was probably the best chance for West Indies because they got a pitch. They got a you know they got a pitch which was aiding their superb fast bowlers. Two of the
Yes.
fast bowlers just gave their everything. They gave their heart out. Shamar Joseph in the first innings, the way he blew away the top order of South Africa, and the way he got the wickets of Bavuma or even Markram was so shocked when Shamar Joseph bowled him when Markram was leaving a ball. You could see the expression on Markram's face. He was like shell shocked. He had been outfooled by Shamar Joseph in such a brutal way.
Mm.
And it felt like Markram would be that was the ultimate humiliation of Aiden Markram. But but yeah,
He's just putting that up because I feel Eden Markram is one of the best batsmen going around in the world cricket right
yeah,
now. And Daryl Mitchell.
yeah. And but on a serious note, it felt crushing. I was actually following the entire match yesterday on my iPad, and I was so much hoping for a win for West Indies, and I actually had no hopes that West Indies would win. But the way the day started yesterday,
Yeah,
and how
exactly.
Jayden
Yeah.
Seals bowled, so we have to start from there. I mean,
Yeah, I can relate
23.
with that because at the end of day two, we were thinking South Africa will at least reach 300, and then we decided
Yeah,
that 300 will be a very difficult psychological barrier. But because
absolutely.
Seals got them out for like what they could only at 23 runs yesterday, and that's why we started believing.
Actually, that spell of Jayden Seals totally negated any advantage South Africa gained in day two because this was such a 3 day shootout match that
Mm.
you can negate all the advantage that you have gathered over one day.
Yeah.
So everything that South Africa did well, Markram partnership with Tony DeZorzi, and then there was a partnership between Kyle Vereyne and Mulder, which I think was the most important partnership because 148 for 5 I was expecting South Africa to get bowled out for 215 or 220 at max there. And um, so, everything was just neutralized by that Jayden Seal spell. And the reverse swing that he was getting was just amazing. And the way he got
Mm.
out Kyle Vereyne, who was
Yeah.
batting on 58 runs. It was just shocking how beautifully Jayden Seals bowled. And I think even in England series, I think he was their best bowler.
Yeah.
Even in that series, I think he
He
was
went for
much
runs, but
superior.
he does pick wickets. I also
Yeah,
want to hear from Manisha before we dive deep.
yeah.
Like Manisha, this test match started with your favorite Shamar Joseph Pfeiffer and still ended up as a loss for Windies.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, I could not watch it completely.
Hmm.
I mean, as the facts are coming and I read Crick Buzz, uh, now I can't say it anymore as an heartbreaking match because I feel it is heartbreaking when, you have put a lot of effort. Everybody in the team has put effort and then you lose
Hmm.
somehow because.
Hmm.
But it's not happening in case of West Indies. As Shikhar said, they have their moments of brilliance, but
Hmm.
they just give up. I don't know why they give up.
Yeah.
Especially these top and middle order batsmen, I hardly see them. They have been given such a long rope. I hardly see them. It is either I always see on screen Or when I open the app, it will be either Joshua De Silva, Jason Holder. Now even Motie is coming and playing. I mean, should he bowl or should he make runs for you? Then second, I was also reading that I mean the first innings for both were very bad. Even
Yeah.
South Africa played bad and West Indies played bad. But it turned to who pulled up themselves better or who reapplied themselves better, and South Africa did that much better. So credit goes to, I mean, I was talking like Mulder, this guy deserves man of the match. And I'm so happy that even Maharaj won man of the series because I admired that guy so much. And yeah, happy for Bavuma also because he's back. And I feel that the team feels sometimes very comfortable under his leadership. But yes, before we dive much deep, I really want to just name two people from West Indies who you guys have already picked. It's our Shamar Joseph and the Jayden Seals. Such an irony that one has picked a fifer, one has picked a six. Even the South African bowlers don't have this much stats, but still West Indies lost. Why? Because they just showed individual brilliance and not a team. And I don't know when they will do that.
I also don't understand. A very good point from Manisha. Don't understand why we don't see any application from the batsmen. Like, what is coaching staff doing? Why are they not able to guide the players on what kind of like what should be your plan for this session or this hour? How can you get out so casually? Not just one of your batsmen, two or three batsmen. When you can see the distance. You're like 150 runs from victory, 100 runs from victory, and you're getting out to shots which is a no shot. For example, Jason Holder's shot, Shikhar already mentioned in his video yesterday. What was he doing in that? Like why did he chip the ball and caught at the
Very
boundary?
disinterested approach, disinterested and casual approach. That's it.
Yeah, I just want to say, see, first, the entire problem starts with West Indies captain Kraigg Brathwaite, who has been hyped up like some kind of messiah who's going to save West Indies cricket. And fans like Pratik are responsible for hyping players like Kraigg Brathwaite, like, they are the modern day Pujara or something, or what, I don't know. There has been nothing from his end because he's the most experienced batting. See, this is a team under transition. You have to accept there will be failures. You have to accept that Kavem Hodge is, I think, an older guy. I think he's had a lot of first class experience, but someone like Alick Athanaze is still very young. You can expect mistakes from them, but what disappoints me most is Kraigg Brathwaite is not sure about his approach. Whether to be defensive, whether to be attacking. He's doing nothing since last 1 year.
Yeah.
Even the
more than
triumph in Australia was done without
his efforts.
Without him.
Yeah.
Then they have put in Mikhail Lewis at the top. I wonder. I'm happy with Mikhail Lewis how he played in England, but I don't know what happened. What was wrong with Tegner and Chandrapal, and why was he removed? Then there are two other names who have gone totally missing without any reason. One is Kyle Mayers, and one is that other batsman, Roston Chase.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what is the thought process of West Indies management of keeping these two very, very, because I'm sure either would have won the match yesterday because it was turning at the end. It became a turning.
It was Kyle Mayers who actually chased that 395 total against Bangladesh, right? And
exactly on a turning track.
40 runs is very less. You should not be losing by 40 runs. And just a silly question: has Blackwood retired or what? There was someone called Blackwood.
Yeah, he's
right?
dropped. No. Yeah, he's dropped. He's dropped because he had some bad performances.
Because he was getting a lot of hate because of his inconsistency. So he was dropped.
Honestly, I really like what West Indies did try to make some efforts. Like after England series, they did drop Kirk Mackenzie and got Casey Carty, which is a very good find. But I was disappointed. Like why they're not able to perform. Like Casey Carty, Athanaze, and Kavem is a good middle order.
Just pathetic yesterday. Casey Carty was just pathetic.
But Shikhar, the problem is if you look at Casey Carty, he has got starts in every innings. He makes 25-30 runs, but then he gets out.
He played 35 balls for 3 runs. He started really well. But he scored 17 of 47. He scored. So I was following every ball yesterday. That's why I know these stats. So he was
Yeah.
35 balls for 3 runs. So they totally
He didn't play
blocked
his
all
natural
his
game.
scoring options.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
have a
they blocked all
question.
his. Yeah.
I have a question. I was reading Ian Bishop's comment on Twitter. He was kind of
Hmm.
like appreciating this young guns, but he was like saying that they play well, but they play very less test matches. So is that one of the reason? Because do they lack that stamina? Because we know, right? You have to play for long hours. You have to
Hmm.
play like an entire day. Do these West Indian players, because they play so less test matches, owing to I don't know what reason, again the same
Hmm.
board or whatever it is it that the reason also that they do
No,
not
no.
have that
No,
stamina to
no.
play?
See, uh, test matches, even South Africa, Manisha, South Africa also play very few test matches. In fact, they get 2 test series, but they are their board is in fact the worst, I would say.
Yeah.
You saw what happened in New Zealand tour. Neil Brand was captaining the team, and they also have a young team. All these guys, Bedingham, Vereyne, uh, then who is that? Tristan Stubbs. All these guys are young. So West Indies should have actually beaten this South Africa team at least at home, at least one test.
Yeah, Tristan
They
is a T20 cricketer, man. Somehow he's able to fit in here. Even Markram is
Yeah,
a T20 ODI player. Like,
no, Tristan Stubbs has a very good. That's what the difference is. First class cricket. West Indies first class cricket is not producing the goods. Yesterday they were saying that only Kraigg Brathwaite is the only West Indies player who has multiple hundreds in first class cricket. Other batsmen don't have more than 100s in first class cricket also. So that's the problem. And I think they got one good player, that is Kavem Hodge. I'm really happy that West Indies have this player for long term, because he yesterday also he started really well. I mean, uh, actually, I got hope from how Kavem Hodge played yesterday. He was playing very positively. He was trying to pull. Even in England, he got a good partnership with Athanaze, and
yeah.
these two are the only hopes. I think these are the only two hopes that I have from West Indies. Other guys, I don't know what they are doing and why they are in the team. And
Yeah,
Holder and Da Silva, like Manisha said, these two are always on the scorecard.
always
But apart
understood.
from these 4 guys, everyone should be changed. Everyone should be changed, or
And yeah,
they
and
should.
now, yeah, now it is
Hmm,
hitting me that they lost this at their home ground. I mean, this is really
hmm,
shameful.
So what
Right?
upsets me the most is
hmm,
yesterday I was out at a party where my friend commented on cricket. He used to be a cricket fan. He said, I don't watch cricket anymore because cricket is
hmm.
the theme is changing. He's saying it's disintegrating from a nationwide competition sports to a club cricket thing. And he's absolutely right. I don't think ICC and us fans are able to save
Yeah,
cricket from
but
its true, the way we grew up seeing cricket, of fight
that's
amongst.
a very generalistic comment. We are discussing something very specific now. So,
No,
yeah,
because
I
this
mean, that's a
this
topic
plays a
for
part
another
on
day.
what you said about South African board, right? Like, let me show you this points
But
table.
but South Africa is doing well in Test cricket. Despite all that, they managed to draw the Test series with India.
Yeah.
They managed to draw the Test series with India with the retiring Dean Elgar. They managed to
Do you see the points
do.
table, guys? Do you see the points table?
We are still discussing Guyana Test, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. But
why are
just
you
I have just
switching
one
to?
point. If you can see the points table,
Hmm.
and I can bet for the next 4 or 5 cycles, it will be India and Australia, and eventually the World Test Championship thing will end. Just look at India, 70% close to, and the next series is at home with Bangladesh and New Zealand. We know they will finish either first or second. And then Australia, they don't like to lose any series either. So these two are going to finish first and second. And this is going to happen again next cycle, next cycle. You look at other teams where West Indies is now at the last spot. South Africa,
Hmm.
they had no interest in playing a series in New Zealand. They lost 2 matches there and only a 38 percentile. Sri Lanka is serious, but they are still going through that. They don't have very good players to reach the final.
No, I think only to be honest, England can come up next to next cycle. This cycle they already got a lot of penalty points, and they
And
lost
so
a series to India also.
New
So I
Zealand,
think
Finn Allen and Conway said that they don't want to be in the central contract. Why? Because they want to play club cricket. So
Yeah, India, New Zealand, Australia, England, and South Africa. See, I still have hopes from these countries. West Indies also is in a transition phase. I think it's a young team, so it will take time. Yes, it was. They should have won yesterday's match because I think 263 was very, very gettable. And what happened, I'll tell you the most important part of the innings. The ball started turning a lot, and Piedt, actually, Maharaj bowled 30 overs in last test match. So they realized their
yeah,
mistakes. See, this is how good teams work. They realized that Maharaj bowled such a
they
long
played an
spell in the
extra
last
spinner.
test
Yeah,
match
yeah.
in Trinidad. So they picked Piedt this time. And that guy comes in his first over and he's turning so big. And he's bowling just conventional off spin, just slowing it down, looping it. And Alick Athanaze is struggling big time. He doesn't know how to tackle it. He's going for reverse sweep. So this is just nerves. You
Yeah,
don't know how to, you don't have the skill to face Piedt. So you're just doing
yeah,
something random to upset him, but
Yeah.
you are not able to. So finally, Holder comes down. Now, Holder is such a big, I don't want to say any curse words here on this. He's telling Athanaze that calm down, bro, just play normally, just defend. So after that, Athanaze plays a maiden over to Piedt. And after that, after just one maiden over, Athanaze feels that he is the king of the world. Now he can hit Piedt for every ball. And he goes for a slog sweep and he gets out. This is over. Okay, it's Athanaze, it's inexperience. Then next over, so till now, Holder has not faced a ball of Piedt because he's bowling at the other end only. Holder is only watching and advising and giving all his gyan from one end. He's just acting the guru. He's not done the real deed. So he's just giving advice and all his gyan to Athanaze. First ball he faces to Piedt. He doesn't know what to do. He's like he has played a shot. It's a brain feed. He's just played a shot. He knows the fielder is on in the deep, and that's where the test match was lost. After that, I mean, Gudakesh Motie and
So
uh,
he gets out by playing a lofted drive. But in the first test match again, these two had an important partnership, Holder and Athanaze. And that time Holder was playing contrasting to Athanaze. Athanaze was playing with 85 strike rate. Holder was playing at the other end 20 of 60. And there also the required run rate was like 6. If Holder also played like Athanaze, they could have actually gotten more close to the target. But yesterday, Holder, like, I don't know, man. If Holder first needs to decide whether he wants to draw the test matches or finish the test matches. And then, yeah, it's like he has all the stats in the world, but we haven't seen him won big matches or crucial series. So,
he's in fact without him they have won more than with
yeah.
him. I don't
No,
think he adds
Holder,
any
Holder
value.
is for sure like overrated. I mean, it's not like
Hmm.
something. But yeah,
no,
because
he's
Shikhar,
a,
you
yeah.
mentioned Dan Piedt, right? I just
Hmm.
saw his partnership with Berger. Like from
Yeah.
97 to 9 to them at 160. Oh my God, that
That's
was
the
Oh.
that's the
something
place where
really.
it was all lost actually. Yeah, if you
Actually,
look back at the
Oh,
numbers.
there are three crucial partnerships by South Africa. That was the first partnership. Actually, there also they've made a big mistake. This our great captain Kraigg Brathwaite.
Yeah,
What he did, uh, so uh, so the partnership is only 16 overs. If you see, so 37 overs may uh, South Africa were 97 for 9. In 16 overs, they've scored 63 runs
they
at
played
the
very
run rate
yeah
of 4.
yeah.
Yeah. So the great captain Kraigg Brathwaite has done is he has introduced the spinner when
Both
Shamar
ends,
Joseph and
even both ends
Jayden.
at the very end. He's like, "Arey,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
both have played. They did not get to bowl today. Let me introduce them from both ends. Get them some bowling. I don't worry about getting a
yeah,
last wicket.
yeah,
I worry about them not getting overs."
yeah. And look at the foolishness of this. So they have picked South Africa have picked Keshav Maharaj and Piedt. One is left arm spinner. One is off spinner. These idiots have picked two left arm
Same,
spinners.
similar. Yeah,
So Roston Chase should be anyway making the team just because he's an off spinner. But no, no,
yeah.
no. We'll not play Roston Chase.
Mm.
We'll play two bowlers who are
yeah,
exactly similar. So we'll
yeah.
play Gudakesh Motie, he's a left arm spinner, and Jomel Warrikan, he's also left arm spinner. Two people will bowl left arm spin. This great
Yeah.
Kraigg
And the
Brathwaite.
worst part is in that last 12 overs of their South African innings, Shamar Joseph did not get a single over. He tried all four bowlers actually. He tried Seals also and Holder also. But from South Africa scoring 110 to 160, not a single time Shamar Joseph was given an over.
They seem to have some problem with Roston Chase, I guess. Just in the World Cup
He's the
also, he was so
perfect test
brilliant.
cricketer. Like, why
Yeah.
is he not there? And just surprises me,
But he was
baffles me.
World Cup also,
He
right?
even
We
played a
remember,
good part in
right?
the World Cup where I thought
Yeah,
he's not the right kind of player, but he even played an amazing
yeah,
part there.
yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's why South Africa deserved to win, because they made the right selections. And Rabada, man, hats off. He missed his 300th wicket. He stuck on 299. But the way
Rabada,
he
when
bowled
he's bowling
Kavem
with
was...
intensity, he's like
I
just difficult.
really like Rabada. I mean, he, what was that guy? Sorry, from our T20 World Cup, or that I might be wrong.
Yeah, I really like Jensen. I still don't know why he's dropped,
No,
but
no, not
sure.
Jensen. I
Yeah,
was talking. Who is that young under 19 South African guy?
Burger.
Barker,
No,
Oh,
no.
Mafaka.
Mafaka. He's in the T20
Mafaka.
team. Yeah,
Mafaka's story looks like same as like how Rabada started.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he's kind of his, you can say guru or whatever, like his, he's like that. And seeing Rabada scaling with these heights is really nice. He seems very good, prominent
Nee,
player.
yesterday I made a statement. If South Africa got as many test matches as England do, so England get 6 to 8 test matches every summer. Okay, if South Africa had that much, I'm sure Rabada would be nearing 500 wickets right now, and he would have been sure to overtake Jimmy Anderson's tally. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, he has an average of 22. I was Yesterday they were showing his average. His average is best at home. He is the
yeah,
best averaging South African at home. At
yeah,
away, only Dale Steyn and Sean Pollock and Alan Donald. All three are in fact better. He's the
yeah,
fourth
yeah,
best. So
yeah.
he's been that amazing. He could have easily
I
got
especially like
into.
Rabada because he shows more intent in
Hmm.
international games and he plays club cricket for fun. He just comes in and bowls, but you can see his
But
intensity
also,
when he's wearing the South African
maybe,
jersey.
yeah, maybe we can keep this topic for some different day. But I would really like to know why these teams are not getting enough matches. It's my curious
Hmm.
question. Why? What
Yeah,
is wrong?
I
it's
think
the
it's
board.
collective.
It's
Like
the
even players don't want to play
finances.
as many matches. I'm sure. Like I remember New Zealand,
No,
Kane
there is no
Williamson did
money with
say,
the board. There is no money to pay. These boards don't have money to pay for test cricket. That's the reality. The harsh reality. Only England, India, Australia have the money to pay players
we'll
for test
actually look
cricket.
into like how many stadiums they were, like how much a stadium they were able to fill in their home series. Maybe that's an indicator.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is too,
Yeah.
that is so shallow, but yeah.
No, because we do know that
Hmm.
England, India, and Australia are able to fill at least more than 50% of their
Boring. It's boring
grounds.
to watch the same people again and again. I mean, unless you give matches, how this new talent will
Yeah.
come out? They
Hmm.
look
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. The
so
ICC
great,
has
so
to
good.
make sure that these teams are playing 3 match test series at least, not 2 matches. So if
Yeah.
India, big teams like India, England are playing 5, that's okay. But these teams also should play 3. Like even this series, it deserves a third test match, right? It has
Yeah.
been a good series.
Absolutely. This series was just getting
Yeah,
better.
again,
I
two
mean,
test match. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and even the first test match, Alick Athanaze saved up.
Yeah,
There
it could have
also
been 2-0
it was a
actually. Yeah, this could have
it
been
was a
2-0.
very good battle. No, I mean that was a good result for West Indies actually.
Yeah.
If you see the way they played on the last day, they
Mm.
woke up. They are waking up very late in all
Mm.
these matches. That's the problem. And yeah, leadership. All this
Leadership.
leadership of Kraigg Brathwaite and all these leadership quotes that we used to say that he has said this, but he's not delivering with the bat when needed, and all the talk can go to waste when
But the
you
pitches were
can't.
very good. So Windies cricket at least made very good pitches. Like I
I
remember
think
one series
Guyana
they
made
were
this pitch
like
for
very
Shamar
flat.
Joseph because
Yeah.
Guyana is famous for being a spin track. That's why they played.
Mm.
Both the teams played. Though actually, both teams were surprised
It's
because
a
both
slow,
teams
slow, slow
went
pitch.
with
Yeah.
two spinners.
Yeah.
Both teams went with two spinners. It rarely happens. Last test match, both teams
It
went
was,
with one spinner.
So what happened
So
is they only knew spin is going to play part in day 3, day 4, right? But they actually did not know that it will be difficult for batting. Like day 1, both captains were saying on the like I wanted to bat first, I wanted to bat first. They both did not read it correctly. So
yeah, it's a spin track because T20 World Cup also we saw that Akshar Patel was the
no,
man
but
of
I've
the
seen
match
this beautiful thing about West
on this
Indian
very
pitches.
pitch.
it favors all three: spinners, pacers, and batters. Like there is such a good balance between all three.
It only for this instant, otherwise not,
Mm.
because it has become
No,
a
first
very
test also,
dry.
like the weather played a spoil part, but otherwise it was a good battle for all three again in the first test.
Hmm.
It's a very good place to
But
play test
Maharaj
cricket.
bowled 30 overs na, wahan pe to Maharaj was only
Like
bowling.
it's super hot,
So
but
I
you know,
don't
you have
think there
sea
was
breeze
much
coming,
for
you have
the
the
pacers.
enthusiastic fans with their trumpets and everything. It's a great place for test cricket. We want to see
Yeah.
more test
Actually,
matches.
this was a good pitch. They should produce more pitches like this,
Mm.
because we can't have Maharaj bowling 30 overs in West
Yeah,
Indies and Gudakesh Motie bowling. So Trinidad was a bad pitch, I
Yeah.
would say, but this was a good one, and
Yeah.
it was I'm okay with 3-day test matches as long as it is entertaining and close, because this was really close. And yesterday, Gudakesh Motie, I want to talk about that knock. That guy had such a great. Actually, Manisha told on the group that I have seen Moti get out last innings in a foolish manner, and I was like, why is Manisha having so much hopes from Moti?
Motie
But
used to
then
be
he
number 11
started,
actually in England series. He was number 11. He is now promoted to 8 or 7. But he
and
used to
then he started playing like he's some
Yeah. Yeah.
Chandrapal or something. Like he played like Chandrapal.
also credit to
Shivnarayan Chandrapal.
Bavuma for taking that catch, man. He became Jaunty Rhodes for that for that
Right
second.
He's a
about
very he's a very good
he's a
fielder
very good
actually.
fielder. Yeah, yeah, he's a very good
And
fielder.
Actually,
yeah,
He's
South
he
Africa
actually
had
he
little bit of luck because that dismissal of Da Silva, I don't agree with the umpire at all. That was definitely going like the Da Silva's LBW.
Yeah, this Pakistani Hassan Raza gave two umpires call to South Africa, man. That was again very sad. Any of those one decisions could have actually helped West Indies win,
And
and it was
like
unfortunately.
you might like people might hate Bavuma. They like so much
yeah, make
Hmm.
they
memes of
troll
him.
him. But I swear his catches are really very nice. They
Yeah.
look really
Not only
nice.
catches, Manisha, I was seeing the game yesterday. I'm sure that he stopped maybe 30 to 40 runs.
Mm.
He fields very close in,
Yeah.
and he stopped so many boundaries.
Experience.
He
And
stopped so many boundaries just by diving. He's an excellent fielder.
and
South
finally he shows
Africa, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
showed some
yeah.
self-awareness finally. In between first and second test, he said, I
Actually,
think the
yeah,
people don't
But
want me to
coming
play
to
T20
again,
cricket.
Pratik has just raised ahead, ignored my point and raised ahead. But coming to Moti's batting, and
yeah.
I mean, Manisha made that comment, and I just want to say two words that he played brilliantly, man. If you see his innings, all his shots were reaching to the pitch of the ball and playing to the merit of the ball. Dane Piedt was looking like Mutaya Muralitharan in front of Alick Athanaze and Jason Mulder.
Mm.
He was looking like Dane Piedt, a normal off spinner in front of Gudakesh Motie, because that was the skill of Gudakesh Motie.
Swings
He's really good
really
player.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean
Now you
some
can talk
players.
about the.
Some players, I was just saying, like some players you see, yeah, and you suddenly feel
Hmm.
a connect. You feel like this person has
Hmm.
something. It might come in a very crunch moment, or it might come in a very, special moment. And I always felt Moti is like that.
Hmm.
He's a good bowler, and I mean, he just, rise up to the occasion. It's just sad that the support is not there.
He's a proper bowler and now he can tonk the ball. So it's a very good skill. Just one
Yeah.
last question. Now we are seeing like more senior Indian cricketers being part of the Indian team, right? Like Rahul Dravid was coaching us. Why don't we see that same thing? Like why West Indies board don't make amends with the senior cricketers, and why we have never seen Brian Lara involved with the team, Carl Hooper involved with the team, and then that famous fast bowler
Hmm.
who's actually coaching some other international country. I'm forgetting his name, but that famous fast bowler. Why is he not actually helping their own team? I think that's Ambrose, right? Yeah. So
Hmm.
why why don't we see these ex cricketers involved with the Windies team? Why are they only in commentary or other coaching other?
We don't even hear players even talking out even indirectly. We don't know what is cooking behind.
No, we saw that in the Australia series. Aftermath of that series, they were crying and they were showing so much emotion, right?
Yeah,
But
but
why are they
that's
not
what.
directly involved with the team like
That's
Rahul
what
Dravid
nobody
was?
is saying where the problem. We have discussed, right, that Kyle Mayers do not play this. Like something is happening, but what exactly nobody's giving that
Yeah.
hint also. It is very difficult to catch.
Hmm.
Why, what is happening? We heard even Sunil
No,
Narayan saying like,
I'm
yeah,
not sure if these big names are first of all interested in coaching, because even in IPL they have just except for Brian Lara, I have not seen anyone Anyone serious into coaching? Viv Richards has been mentor for some PSL team and something like that, but not seen anyone like seriously into coaching also. So I think they are short of options. Plus, there is a lot of internation politics around
Maybe
West
that.
Indies cricket always. Yeah, so Guyana versus Trinidad versus Jamaica. So that always is, I think, is. I hope our West Indian viewers will be able to give a
Shine
better
more
answer
light
Yes,
into
because
this.
I also,
yes, why? Yeah,
yeah, I
exactly.
also don't know exactly what's the reason for this. But yeah.
Okay.
Now Pollard and Bravo are into coaching, so I hope, but they are mostly into T20. Again, Sammy is also T20 coach. So
Yes,
test
yes.
match, they don't have any
But at least
ex-players.
they should do something in T20 at least now. Like then at least do win T20 at least.
T20,
Because
they
that
should
is
have actually won this year. I
because I believe
really
that is
feel
the
they
next
missed it.
one. Because I believe that is the next one with South Africa. If that also you lose, like gone only. Why will you play?
Yeah, I
But
think
this
they're
test team will need 1 or 2 years. You can't have major expectations from this team. And everyone, yeah, like even our group people were saying West Indies is a fluke. Gabba is a fluke for West Indies. And but I think that yeah, it was little bit of a fluke, but it was Shamar Joseph's brilliance only that won them that test match. And they'll need such individual brilliance that because they don't have the team right now to win test matches. They need 1 or 2 years. Alick Athanaze, Kavem, Hodge, all of these players, they need 2 3 years. Not 2 years, sorry, 1 year, one more year. That's all you can give them. Not 2 years. You can't give anyone 2 years
But
in
but whether
professional
it is
cricket.
West Indies or any team, when your top and middle order like goes out so cheaply, it is very
Hmm.
difficult to resurrect from there. I mean, some
Yeah.
partnership you should at
Actually,
least reserve.
opening partnership needs to be good, and one middle order partnership needs to be good for any test team to be successful. So, and number three is the major problem now. Pratik, who was batting at number three this
Casey
time?
Carty.
Casey Cutty. So that position really needs to be someone solid because number three is a major problem for West Indies. They
Actually, if
never had a
Athanaze
good.
could have played a masterful innings yesterday, maybe he could have been a number three. But yeah, at
Hmm.
number three is a problem. Actually, Shea Hope fits at number three. I don't know why he's never considered again. Shea Hope or Roston, even Roston Chase can be good number three.
Yeah. I remember in earlier days, at least Ram Naresh Sarwan was a permanent number three. He was such a solid number three.
Yeah,
But
he was
after that,
great. But
don't don't remember any proper
Yeah.
number three ever.
Yeah, very
Ever.
shocking. The Chandrapal was hardly such a very young guy, very young block. Like
yeah,
I mean,
Tegnarayan should have got
tops.
more chances.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was playing in
Hmm.
Australia. Like it was a difficult thing for him, and then they did not consider.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
next assignment for
Hmm.
West Indies is in November against Bangladesh. Bangladesh will be touring West Indies for 2 matches, and then West Indies will be going to Pakistan for 2 matches in January. Those are the next two assignments for West Indies team. So they have time, like
Interesting
3 months, to
stuff.
reflect upon what happened and
Yes.
hopefully do well
Hmm.
in these two.
Yes.
Yeah, it's close. It was a close. They came close. It was heartbreaking, and it angers me actually. It makes me
Yeah.
angry that they should have chased it down yesterday.
Yeah.
How Motie played. If only Brathwaite could have played how Motie played, they would have won this test match.
Do you guys think they can just for future, like I'm sure they will beat Bangladesh at home, but do you think they can compete with Pakistan at their home in the test scene?
No,
I really don't want to say anything. You can't even say they will defeat Bangladesh because Bangladesh sometimes play very well good
Yeah,
test matches.
and their
Hmm.
spinners will come handy in these conditions.
They
Yeah,
defeat Bangladesh defeated New Zealand in their in
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Bangladesh is
New Zealand.
also
So you
becoming
can't
very
say
unpredictable.
yeah.
No, they don't have much chance against Pakistan. Pakistan almost beat Australia in Australia, so I don't think they have much chance. Naseem Shah is very good, so they can't beat.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, please follow Cricket
Thanks.
Caviar. Yeah.
Thanks, guys, and please subscribe our channel Cricket Caviar for more content on West Indies cricket. Thank you.